started whenever you can, whenever you want.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so I guess I'll share a couple maps with you guys. So you guys are basically in a small town, I guess probably in the USA. That would make the most sense. And this is basically similar to the video I sent, but if you guys didn't watch that, it's basically a gang has moved in your small little community. I will send your small little community to you guys. I did a very expert portrait of it, specifically commissioned for you guys. And this small little community has been kind of like a college little town, and you guys have all been roommates there. And you find yourselves kind of in the midst of all these little houses on Poutine Road and Dairy Drive. I kind of made some funny little names just to kind of make it, a little lighthearted. Anyway, you guys are all roommates. It's Cody and Mr. Ice Cream Man. And you also have a little NPC named Teddy who's in the basement. He works factory nights. So he's basically leaving when you guys are coming home. You don't really see him all that much. Anyways, you guys have recently kind of noticed more crime influxes, and it's kind of been attributed to a gang called the Black-Hearted Horde, is what they've called themselves. It started fairly small, but it's quite a bit ramped up. And one day Teddy comes home and he's basically told you that he had left for work the night before, and he kind of got into an altercation with the guys, and they seemed pretty mad at him, and he told you basically to kind of like watch out for them. Later that day, while you guys were at work, after you came home, he told you that someone shot a bullet right through your front door. So obviously this gang is fairly concerned with you guys and is trying to make a little bit of a statement. So Teddy brings you guys down to the basement where he has his little apartment, and he kind of tucks you back into the little crawl space behind all of like the Halloween decorations and all that. And it seems that he's got like a little gun safe, so he pulls it out, and there's quite a little array of armaments that he proposes that you guys at least have to defend yourselves, because he's kind of proposing that these guys are most likely going to come back tonight if they've been coming back the last few nights. So this kind of brings ourselves to the current situation of you guys being able to arm yourselves and kind of gear up and protect this house. And you have a few hours to kind of do whatever you'd like. So if there's anything specific you guys want, you can do that. But otherwise, Teddy's going to just kind of scope around and kind of dole out some guns and some ammo. So any kind of like small arms you can have, any kind of rifles, shotguns, pistols, anything like that you can arm yourselves with.
Cody has like his. Let's just say.
And I'll let you introduce Cody for a minute, because he's quite the character. I actually really enjoyed his character sheet.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, my character's name is Cody. He is just like a regular guy. I don't say a regular guy, but he works at a Tim Hortons as the manager. For I guess Lubin's sake, that's just like a chain of coffee shops that's here in like certain parts of America and in Canada. Tim Horton being a hockey player. Um, what else is there about to say, Cody? He is a bit too obsessed with a certain Austrian painter, and but not like one of the like the cool people about it. He's like kind of like the he's just kind of just like really just kind of like a edgelord, I guess you would call it. So he spends a lot of his time just like, well, a lot of his free time, uh, probably just like doing simple workouts and blasting German military marches through his Bluetooth speaker. And he has a couple of little things about him that he doesn't really want people to know about. But yeah, he's as your typical like extreme right winger. Uh, but he in the he owns one gun. It's just like it's like a copy of a Sturmgewehr STG 44, but it's chambered in 22 long rifle, so it's just not like not a very like effective firearm, but it's just like he got it just specifically because it was the only the way that he could get his hands on such a rifle without you know going bankrupt.
That's awesome. I guess I'll tell you about Teddy too. He's basically, I don't know if you've seen the movie, but he's basically Bert from Tremors, the Tremors movie. He's just a kind of a right wing gun extremist. Like you've only really seen him like with air guns and with like paintball guns and stuff like that. But he brought you down, and I was going to make it kind of a bigger reveal, but especially with Stacy here. But he's got basically like a gun, like a wall of guns, and it's like borderline on the like you're not sure if everything there is quite on the books, but he does have quite the armament. So that's interesting that you have the 22. So I will make a note of that.
Yeah, he I'll say Cody is absolutely he envies Teddy's gun collection, but him and his borderline obsession with that certain Austrian painter and the history of Germany between 1933 and 1945. He's absolutely adamant that he uses his little 22 because he's like, oh yeah, it's German engineering. It's just like absolutely like Germans can absolutely do no wrong when it comes to weapons design. Like this is the pinnacle of weapons designs. Like the Russians copied this thing and made it he's like defending this like defending his rifle like up and down. But
Teddy's just gonna kind of like look at your rifle and then look back at his wall and then look back at you, and he's like, "All right, man, whatever you're comfortable with." But he's just gonna kind of shake his head a little bit, and then he's gonna offer to Lubin's character as well, the ice cream man. He's gonna say, "Anything you want, son. You can definitely grab it."
I think I'll take something like you have like a powerful like handgun.
He's like, "Man, I've got like 3 of those." So he just pulls out like a kind of like a. He opens up, I guess, like a little kind of cabinet, and there's just like a kind of like an armament of different pistols. So there's heavy revolvers, there's automatic pistols, there's machine pistols, there's like anything you could possibly want.
Okay. I think I'll go for this one. Yes,
he's kind of just like
And
Kind
the
of
ice cream
shaking his
man
head. He's like, yeah, that's a good one.
point towards the revolver and get that one out from the few pistols in his drawer where he keeps them. And is it loaded? I'll check the barrel and I'll see that it's not. And so I'm gonna ask him for some ammunition, and he'll probably give me some bullets.
Yeah, he kind of walks you over to he's got like a reloading bench as well, and like kind of underneath it, he's kind of got tucked away in very fireproof looking containers. Just a bit of rounds that looks like he's kind of hand loaded himself, and he's like,
Yeah.
I see you took the revolver. It's nice. It's not going to jam on you. Nice, reliable and classic.
Yeah, and looks pretty sweet. Wow. What's that woman there?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you have a Luger?
Let's see if he does. He does. He's like, yeah, I just finished polishing this. It's old as heck. I had to trade a couple things in for that.
He's just gonna just like kind of interrupt him as he's kind of going on about it. Just snatches it up and just goes, again, he's all about that German engineering.
He kind of like sees how interested you are. He's like, man, I wasn't gonna let you know this, but I've got an old HK91 if you have any interest in that.
He's gonna just kind of scoff, and he's just like, anything that comes after, anything that comes after 1945 is just like cucked, just like cucked garbage. Like, I don't want anything to do with that, even if deep down he knows that it's a probably vastly superior rifle to his.
He's gonna kind of look at you like he's been your roommate for so long, and this is the first time he's actually probably sat and had a solid conversation about this. But he's just gonna kind of chuckle and be like, "All right, we got bigger things on our hands. So you hold what you're comfortable with, and we'll go from there. But I got plenty of ammo. I got plenty of 22. So if you need some rounds, just let me know."
Okay. I also have my ice cream truck van. If we need to go somewhere in disguise, you could be hidden in the freezer where I keep the ice creams.
Sounds like a great idea. Those things are probably mighty good defense fortresses. So we have a fortress on wheels should we need it. I like that.
Yeah, and these guys don't suspect anything. They just think that I'm the ice cream man.
Yeah, Cody also has a car. It's a Volkswagen Beetle.
That's awesome.
He probably has cigarettes from the from 1933 probably as well. A lighter from 1933, and that's what the ice cream man is gonna say, kind of sarcastically. Okay.
I'll definitely say that's exactly what he's got the money that he makes just working as a manager at some chain coffee shop is just garbage, but he managed to just buy a bunch of weird stuff with it. Sometimes he's a little bit late on paying his share of the rent because of it, but
it's his passion.
I'm gonna say there's also probably some steel helmets and probably
He absolutely has a stall helm.
nice, absolutely. But there is extra helmets in case Lubin's Ice Cream Man wants it. And he probably
it will break
has.
my disguise.
He also has a couple flak jackets, and he has one night vision, but he's going to keep that for himself because it's his little baby toy. So he's not going to be handing that out to you guys naturally. Other than that, is there anything you guys want to do to set up, or are you just basically going to hang out and just keep an eye on the streets? It seems fairly calm. It's your regular kind of traffic right now. You might see one or two suspicious cars kind of rolling down the end, which is kind of where the gangs were hanging out, kind of down towards that park area. But for the most part, yeah, it's pretty quiet.
I'm gonna go outside the yard, like the garden, if we have a garden.
Yep. You do? You have a backyard? Absolutely.
And I'm going to...
Here's your levels of your house, by the way. Yep, okay. No worries.
And I'm gonna go and water the plants organically with my own supply of liquid.
Cody is just going to take out his little Bluetooth speaker and again begin blasting more of his German military marches to kind of get himself fired up to take on these gangs. Because obviously he's gotten a view of some of these gangs and whatever they're doing, and they are of a certain complexion that he does not really care for. So
that is to say the least. Yeah. There's quite a bit of, you definitely know these people for sure, and they're not people that you're fond of per se. I think Teddy's just kind of seeing that you guys are just going about your regular days, and he's going to be his usual eccentric and just be walking around with like kind of a gun and just being like, you guys need to secure the perimeter. What are you doing? But after a while, he's just going to kind of go and just on the little couch and just kind of prepare. Every now and then you'll kind of see him like poking out the window, especially when the ice cream man's kind of watering the flowers. Some of the flowers are kind of in a garden bed right out of his kind of window in his little living room area. So
okay,
you can see him kind of poking out and keeping watch as you're kind of guarding and watering these little daffodils and daisies.
I just thought of the funniest picture ever in my mind. He's actually, making sure to water every single plant, and even goes back upstairs on that level. And he opens one of the windows and makes sure that even the ones on the that are like the vases and the flowers that are on that window are also taken care of. And he does that to kind of reach a certain level of, I suppose, non-compliance, and that's his first
Absolutely.
step towards that. As he's kind of
you have some nice little hanging baskets outside of the windows, and you're definitely taking care of them, and it's probably just frustrating Teddy a little bit more, but
just to kind of get everybody in
it's kind of an odd mix of the house. You have Hector kind of going about, or Hector's ice cream man just going about, watering things, just watering. All is then you have kind of war kind of bombs and stuff blowing off from a war movie down in the basement, and then you have just upstairs, I imagine, is where Cody's living in, and you just have more just kind of war anthems going on and just all kinds of blaring noise. So it's definitely quite the spectacle.
It certainly is.
I'm going to say this goes on for a couple more hours, and just as it starts to get a little bit darker, you're going to see more increase of cars going by and just a lot more kind of loudness and shenanigans down the street, but nothing really suspect kind of goes off. It gets a little bit darker and a little bit more darker, and then suddenly streetlights come on, and it's basically night at this point. Is there anything anyone wants to do? Or you're just basically... You've probably had dinner at this point, relaxed.
I'm gonna go and play the little ice cream tune in the ice cream truck. You know, the little...
That's amazing. Yeah, the little ice cream song.
Yep. And I'm just gonna play that a few times.
All right, give me a perception check as you're doing that.
Okay, just 1 second.
And Cody can also make a perception check if he'd like as well. It's going to be at a disadvantage since he's probably more renditions of Erica.
Yep, that's exactly his. That's his choice. I rolled a 15 naturally.
Oh, actually, I need to roll this in the thing. Just 1 second.
Take your time. No rush. 15. You probably do. I'll wait till Lubin's roll, but you probably do see something.
I rolled a 14.
Okay. I'm going to see you both. You're listening to the your lovely music, and you're kind of gazing outside every now and then because you're like, Teddy's kind of crazy. Like, there's probably some violence in the streets, but like it's not that bad. And the ice cream man's kind of listening to his music as well, and he's kind of making sure everything's up to date and up to code on his ice cream truck, just living his life. And he's kind of got that little peep out window where he kind of serves the ice cream, and he can kind of see just on the street there on Poutine Road, I think is what I named it. Just outside of kind of the light of one of the street lights, a car kind of pulls up and its headlights go out. And you can see it's just kind of sitting there running. There definitely seems to be some people inside, and you're not sure if they're kind of watching the house, but it's kind of suspicious they're just sitting there. So as you guys are sitting there pondering it, unless you guys want to necessarily do anything right off the hop, you hear kind of a gunshot ring out. And it goes through your living room front window. It's the big bay window kind of in the living room on the main floor. So you hear a loud crash and a bunch of glass kind of shattering in your house. And you also hear Teddy kind of screaming from the basement, "We're under attack!"
Don't ring the alarm yet. I think that was just a warning shot.
So is there anything you guys like to do? Or I'll give you like one round of free action if you'd like.
So am I on the...
You can choose whichever room you'd like. I kind of assumed you were upstairs, but you can take any of the... there's like B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, and B6 are upstairs.
I'm going to say that my room is probably B2.
Okay. So yeah, you would definitely hear this bullet kind of almost sink into the drywall, like kind of above your head, or the wall, kind of facing the driveway.
Okay, so he's gonna turn down his military marches a little bit. They're still playing, but it's like so that he can actually kind of focus. Now it's just kind of ducking under the under like the window facing the street, like clutching his rifle.
Yeah, you can see this car kind of the road, and it's definitely got all of its windows rolled down, and it seems to be where the shot originated. It starts to slowly kind of creep up. Again, lights off, but it starts to come closer and closer. It does start to approach the street lights, so you can kind of see the car a little bit more clearly. Is Hector's ice cream man, or is Lubin's ice cream man, rather, is he gonna... I'll just call him Hector, because you're still named Hector for now. Unless you choose to name him, but...
Alright, that's fine.
I will call him Hector the ice cream man. Is he gonna remain in the ice cream vehicle itself, or is he gonna try and run inside? Because right now I assume it's probably in the driveway where that red vehicle is.
Oh no, he'll remain in the
Or is it
van,
parked up?
and
Okay.
yeah, and he'll just wait for somebody to provoke him and give him a good reason to fire.
Absolutely. So, this vehicle starts to roll forward past the streetlights, rolls through the streetlight, kind of going towards the next streetlight, and it's kind of... Let me pull up the map. I guess it would be kind of close to that, like, kind of T intersection right at the two, like the crossroads between Poutine and Dairy. So he's right there, and he's going to start taking more shots. Some at the ice cream van, some at the house. All of them are going to miss. I've already pre-rolled the first couple attacks, so they're all just going to light up. It sounds like 2 shots from a pistol and almost like a small caliber machine gun. Kind of ring out, just... And that's going to be their preemptive thing. So I'll get everyone to roll initiative now.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a 6 for me.
Okay.
So D6 plus 4.
Yep.
10.
10. Beautiful. So that would have been a natural 6 as well. Was that a... Were you including the 4 in that, Jeremy?
Sorry.
Did you include a 4 into your roll as well, or was that just a natural 6?
I rolled a 2 and I added the 4 to that.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Sounds good. So, first up is actually Lubin. You're in the ice cream van and you hear a couple bullets kind of ding off of your lovely, beautiful vehicle.
Yeah, it has Disney characters on it. Donald Duck, Scrooge, and Mickey Mouse, and all that, and whatnot. And now...
But Goofy's got like a bullet right in his head right now. Like
yeah, something like that. And not happy about it because I painted it recently.
Yes.
I'm just gonna like think to myself, these fucking thugs, man. I'm kind of tired of their bullshit. I think it's about time to return the favor. And so I'm gonna just stick out my hand, wave it, and then quickly after that remove the safety on the revolver and take a shot at the driver's seat.
Okay.
And I guess I have to roll. and I don't know how far away it is, so I don't really know the mods. But
it's within shots. There's no negative mods.
okay, so it's just sorry, it's just what is it for a revolver? The damage? Sorry, what's the die for the is it D20 to hit?
It would be a D20 to hit. Yep.
Okay. Well, my
14.
results.
That
14,
hits.
so- Oh, okay. Oh, and I don't know because I couldn't see the driver, but I assume that at least I got the window that I was aiming at.
Oh yeah, you literally see just kind of in the gleam of all these street lights, the window just shatters, and you kind of hear them scream a little bit. You're like, man, what the hell? And you can hear their music now.
I'm gonna press frantically my little siren that I have in my van, and then the melody that I play for the kids. I'm gonna shout, "Come get your ice cream, kids!"
I love it. That's awesome. Just
So
gonna
do
roll.
I roll damage, or is it?
Yeah, you
just
can
a
roll
win?
damage. I was gonna
I mean,
say
I don't
that.
know if I hit. So I hit him. Okay.
Oh, you definitely hit him. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I don't intend on killing anybody, but just frightening them. I hope I didn't just kill somebody accidentally. So what's the damage for a pistol?
Depends on the pistol you grabbed. If you grabbed like a heavier pistol, it's like a D10. If it's a lighter
that-
pistol, you can do a D8. Unless you grabbed like a 22, it should be like a D4.
I grabbed like the most massive and heavy revolver I could.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he had like a 357 Magnum, so it's a D10 plus 1.
Wow. Okay. Watch how revolver sings. And
So you see the door kind of fly open after this guy gets hit. The car stops. You see the brake lights kind of fly on, and the driver just kind of jumps out of the car and starts running off. The other guys start to jump out of the car and start to kind of take cover. They're not very coordinated, though. They don't seem to be expecting this. They're kind of hoping for a little bit of a drive-by, so they're kind of caught off guard. This will bring us to the next two guys. So they'll take their turns kind of getting behind the vehicle as best they can. This would be the one in the passenger and the one in the behind the passenger, basically. This will bring us to Jeremy.
Okay. So
you see this unfold as well. You see kind of Lubin. You hear a big ring shoot out as this 357 goes off, and then you kind of see just them pile out of this car
while the little melody is playing.
Yeah, we have the little ice cream jingle going on.
I'm first and foremost. I'm gonna roll my dislike.
Yep.
And let's see. That's a 2 on that. I think it's a level 1 flaw, so that's it's not,
That would be a fail, right?
It would be a fail, which so it's not a critical fail, but it's like,
Okay.
if I'm remembering correctly, it's like you become just a bit more confrontational than you would be.
Yeah, I feel like that's correct. I'll pull it up real quick, but yeah, that's accurate to say.
So
You're definitely
let's see. Cody's probably gonna, roll up pull up his window, stick his rifle out, and probably yell some really choice words to these gangsters. Which I'm not gonna say what the words are, but
In words.
absolutely. You're gonna yell out some very beautiful, elegant words
And,
because
I'm-
they put a hole through your wall.
I'm going to. Does that count as my action? Because if it
No, you can absolutely do what you'd like.
I'm gonna follow up with just 3 shots in
Absolutely.
direction.
Yeah.
So just roll just 3 individual shots. Is that how that works?
Yep.
As okay.
Yeah, if you're kind of just shooting at multiple targets, you can put 1 at each one. You can put 3 at one person.
Okay. So first shot is I rolled 18.
That hits.
Second shot is a 19, and the third is
That definitely hits. That hits as well. You're very you've been using this gun. You can tell Cody's gone to the range and he's put the time in. So your shots are pretty much all true. I'm just gonna pull up what those hits were, but you can start rolling damage.
Okay, so first.
Or you're just shooting at all these.
I'm not shooting at any particular one. I'm just kind of shooting in.
Okay, I'll roll randomly to see who gets hit. Okay.
Okay, so my first shot was a 3, just base.
Okay.
And the next and the remaining 2 were 2s. I don't know what
A 3, a 2, and a 2 plus the damage. Let me just triple check what page that's on. There we go. Their AC is fairly low. They're not wearing any armor, but they are sitting behind the car, so that gives them a little bit. However, you were rolling very effectively, so I'm going to say they all happen to hit the same person. You're trying to kind of spread them out, or they all managed to just nail the dude who actually, well, I won't mention what weapon he had, but you managed to just kind of nail this dude, and he kind of drops. You're not sure because it's so black of what happened, but you definitely aim true. Let's say it that way. You can hear Teddy kind of shoot off a couple shots down in the basement and yell some things. You're not sure what he's yelling because of all the noise of all the gunshots. And that will bring us to the beginning of the round. I'll just keep the same initiative. So that will be the Ice Cream Man.
It's time to give them a special ice cream. I call this one the Black Man.
I love it.
And it's a triple chocolate ice cream. So I'm going to take another shot. And I'm going to try to go for... is there anybody that's taking cover or something like that?
Yeah, there's 2 people taking cover. You have kind of a better kind of angle at them than Cody does, just because you're a little bit closer to them. But you can see that they're kind of hovering down behind the car.
Okay, well, I'm going to go for the one that's sitting and hiding next to the car.
Okay.
So I don't know if they get a bonus or not for their defense.
They do get a bonus, but I have all the they're decent. They're I guess what is it, DV? Their DV is 10, but they also get +2 to +4 depending on how they sit against the car. This guy's getting +2, so he's got a 12.
Okay, well I just rolled.
Yeah, you kind of shoot off into the air.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's definitely intimidating. They're definitely taking some fire, so they're not doing so well morale wise, but you don't manage to hit any of them.
My shot ricochets into the armor of the car, and just makes a clink. And
oh yeah, you hear a loud kind of clunk of metal as it kind of rips through the side of this car. It's like an old lacrosse kind of old kind of
Yeah.
sedan, kind of like a boat car, kind of like an old gangster car, but for some reason they own it. The next guy rolls up. He completely starts taking a shot with his 9mm kind of gat. He misses completely. It probably sinks into the. Let me see which one of them he was shooting at. He was returning fire at Cody, but he managed to sink kind of into the stone of the house, not even close to the window. That brings us to Cody, which would be Jeremy.
Okay, so in Cody's inventory, he has. I kind of put it down as like these like he's got like these like two like improvised like flashbang grenades. I don't think there's any specific stats for flashbangs, but it's just like
No worries.
It's just basically just kind of something he made out of like some like aluminum, some like tin cans.
I'll 100% allow it. I love this.
Yeah, so he's gonna chuck one of them in, like he's gonna like. It's basically just like a tin. It looks like a soup can that he just like put like basically like a fireworks fuse on it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he's
like extremely homemade. I love it.
Yeah, so he's just gonna light that thing up and try and hurl it in the general direction.
Okay.
I'll roll for that. That's just like basically like a missile attack.
Yeah, you can use the missile.
Oh, that's a 3.
What did you roll?
A natural 3.
Okay. A natural 3. I'm going to say you throw it, and it actually expertly rolls right to the car. And for some reason, like the fuse might have fallen out when you threw it, or it's just like a dud. Or for some reason, it just doesn't go off. It just like kind of rolls there.
Yeah, he's probably just kind of curses himself for it, just like because he was kind of expecting a boom, like
a big bang.
He doesn't hear a boom, so he just kind of like curses to himself.
Yeah, right now it's just sitting there. You don't see anything from it, but that might change later. We'll see. I have a little bit of a roll fun with that. The next one up is kind of the other gentleman. He's kind of sitting kind of close, like he's kind of facing kind of the best kind of cover, facing towards the houses, which would be labeled north. So he's going to take another shot, and he's going to take a shot at Teddy down in the basement. And again, he completely misses. Teddy's probably in the best cover. He's got basically his head and his arms kind of sticking out of this little hole. So that misses completely. Give me a perception check as we're going into the next round.
All of us?
Yeah, just both of you. Yeah.
Okay, perception.
I'll let Teddy have a roll too. Why not?
So it's nighttime, right?
Yes.
So let's see. What kind of mod would you add that? Because I rolled a natural 6.
I'm gonna take a little bit away from that, so you probably don't see anything specifically. What did you roll, Lubin?
I rolled a 15 natural. I'm looking at the...
Yeah, that almost does like make a little
lights.
sense. You're outside and you can kind of see kind of both ends of the street. You kind of see some other, like 3 other figures coming down from what would be labeled, I guess, west, like the north, the west side of the Poutine road.
Yeah.
Teddy, with the night vision in the basement, does see them as well, and he's going to shout out to Cody. He's going to be like, "There's more coming," but you don't see where they're kind of coming from or what he's saying right now. You are on guard though, so we'll put it that way. So coming into the next round, we're back up with the ice cream man. You can see these 2 guys that are pinned down, and you can see 3 other people coming, but they're quite a ways away. They're not in a vehicle or anything like that. It's hard to see if they're holding anything, but you would imagine they're armed. They look like they're wearing the same kind of street kind of colors you've been seeing.
So what happened with the guys that were in the first vehicle? They were trying to be very like intimidating.
So what happened with them? The driver took a round in the shoulder, I would imagine. Let me just triple check because I got a little damage. Yeah, he got actually got shot in like the foot, kind of leg, kind of the thigh as he was sitting. And he started just limping off and running down the road. He's gone. The other guy got shot. He kind of dropped behind the vehicle. You guys don't know it, but he's like your characters don't know it, but he's actually passed. He's definitely dead. You haven't seen him for a while. The other two that were in the car have kind of hunkered behind the car. And then you kind of see 3 other gentlemen coming from the other end of the street, quite a ways down.
Wow. There's lots of them. Okay.
So long story short,
yeah. Okay.
three out of cover, two in cover. Yeah.
The ones that are in the first ones, they're probably closer. But I want to take a long range shot at the ones that are coming because they're still not like. They're the ones that are like more ready to fight, whereas I feel like these guys in the car already had a good like fright from the first shots. Okay. I'm gonna try a very long range shot. How far away are these guys approximately to my like weapons range?
I'm gonna say they're probably.
They within.
It's not a very huge street. I gotta say they're probably like 250, maybe 300 feet. I don't know exactly if they're in that range.
Yeah, I was just wondering what the range of like what the normal range of my weapon was, if you know. It's a revolver.
Range is the best range for the weapon. Okay, so that would be a revolver, like 20 to 30 feet. So yeah, you're quite a ways out from a shot. You can take it though.
I'll try anyway, and if I get them, I'm gonna aim for the body. So if there's a little bit of like, movement, maybe, but we'll see. Okay.
I'm gonna see your gun kind of jams for some reason. You kind of think you have a flash of Teddy being like, "These are so reliable," and then his kind of revolver seems to jam on you for a little reason.
Yeah, right.
It's not going to take like super amount of time to fix. Like you kind of tap it, and it kind of seems to unclick from where it was stuck. But yeah, your turn is kind of unfortunately wasted.
That's it.
Coming.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the guys behind the vehicles kind of sees you kind of clicking, and he'll just kind of take a little pop shot at you. Where did my D20 go? There it is.
I'm not even aware of that.
He doesn't roll very well. These guys are rolling so poorly. Like I have not rolled higher than 10, to be honest. Like it's all been like 2s to 8s. It's incredible. Yeah, he just kind of wings and shoots like Tweety Bird on the side of your car. You hear a loud metal ping as it hits this ice cream truck. Next up is Cody sitting there. You do notice these 3 coming down the road, but they haven't done anything yet.
Okay.
So that would be Jeremy's character.
Okay, so I'm probably going to in the same general direction that I like shot at. I'm probably gonna just like let down like two more shots.
Sounds good.
Okay. The first one is a 4, so that's nothing, but the other one is an 18.
That hits for sure.
Okay.
Okay, I just saw you hit. So that would be... Oops, that is the wrong book. I need more hands, you guys.
Like Shiva.
You know? It'd be so useful. All right, an 18 to hit. That's not going to be good for him. So that would be an extra +4 damage.
So it's gonna be 7 altogether.
7 altogether. Yeah, you see him kind of take a round, square in the chest, and he kind of drops his handgun and he starts to kind of slump down a bit. He's not dead, but you can tell he's definitely just not in a great. He's not in a great position right now. So that will bring us.
Are we rolling crit
Sorry?
injuries here, or are you just foregoing that?
You can roll a crit injury 100%. Actually, I completely slipped my mind, but
okay, I'll do that. Just
yeah.
just for shits and giggles.
Here's the chart. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, roll d20.
Roll d20. Ooh, that's an 18. Blow to eye. Eye destroyed.
18.
Light bleeding stun for 4d6 rounds.
Let me roll the 4d6 here.
That's
Or you rolled it?
See,
That's fine.
Just rolling it. Let's see. It's 16 rounds.
Oof. Yeah, he's out of commission. He's out of commission. This will bring us to that other guy already shot. So this will bring us to the 3 that have just sauntered down the road, but kind of with that gangster kind of saunter. You can see one of them does have a firearm at least from this distance, but that's all you really notice. That will bring us to the top of the round again. I will just leave the same initiative. I'll just have them roll into it. And that will bring us to the top with Hector, which is the ice cream man, which is Lubin.
Yeah, it's
I love it. He doesn't have a name. He's just the ice cream man.
yeah. That's how he's known. And
Yeah, it's like on his rent application to sublease or whatever. It's like the ice cream man.
yeah,
3.
man just can't shoot. But
No
at least he fired. He's like playing with his revolver and trying to like understand.
Yeah.
Come on! It's like rusty here. What is?
Yeah, the trigger's starting to rust up a little bit as you were pulling the trigger. It didn't quite click when you wanted it to, and you kind of flinched a little bit. But again, you're starting to feel like it's getting to work a little better. But
I think
not as nicely as you'd like. Sorry?
I think I fired 4 rounds. I have 2 more rounds in my barrel. If it's got 6 bullets in it,
I believe that's correct. Yep, I believe that's correct. The next one up. He's out of combat. He saw his buddy just get shot square on, and his buddy looks pretty bad. He's probably going to make a bunch of noise. So he's going to run, kind of grab the other guy, and those 2 of them are going to try and start hoofing it out of combat. So he's going to try and drag his buddy out of the fight. So right now, as far as you guys are concerned, unless you want to start pop shots at those guys, it's the 3 that are coming down the road at you guys. So next up is one of them. What's his range? Oh, that's not great range at all. He's going to get close. He's going to start kind of jogging. One of them's going to start charging towards you. One of them, what was he armed with? Oh no. He's going to take a shot at you guys, but I hope this doesn't go poorly for him. Oh. So the funniest thing happens. You can see him pull out what looks like a homemade, like, compact auto, like, pipe machine gun. He probably takes off a couple shots. It probably gets like 3 or 4 shots in, and then it just kind of explodes in his hand. So that's what happens to him. I'm going to see if he takes any damage from that. He does take a bit of damage. So he has a homemade gun explode in his hand. The next person is Cody. You kind of see that light up the sky.
Yeah.
And you can see...
He's going to just kind of take a shot in his direction.
Okay. The guy who actually had the gun explode?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. I'm going to give you like Okay, that doesn't unfortunately hit, but
Yeah,
it goes like kind of whizzing over his head.
I'm just gonna say, just to make it kind of funny, he's lining up his shot, and the song on his phone changes, but it's not the song he expected. It's the freaking theme song to his favorite TV show, Bluey, and he's just like, ah, shit. it's like his little secret that he doesn't want people to know about. So he's just like,
Yeah, it goes from like war anthem, and then it's on like and you're like, oh shit. So the bullet kind of just lightly misses.
Yeah, so he just kind of scrambles over to turn off his.
Give me a perception check as you're doing that.
Okay. That's a 5, so that's...
As you're flipping through, you're kind of seeing this explosion, you're flipping music. You do not hear Teddy kind of burst into your room behind you, and he starts yelling. He's like, I'm relocating, son. Is there a chance he's going to see anything weird in your room?
Aside from the various like
flags and posters and such.
And maybe you catch a.
He rolled very poorly anyway. He just came in and yelled at. He didn't even look in the room.
Okay, so yeah,
thankfully, to your chagrin.
All the his posters and whatnot.
Yeah, he did not pay attention at all. He's going to relocate in B1, which is the room beside you.
Okay.
And he's going to kind of like set up there because it's the closest to where they're coming from. So that's actually very tactical of him. I kind of just threw that in, but that actually makes sense that he would do that. So, man, I can't believe that exploded in his hand. That's fucking hilarious. That'll bring us. He actually has a regular pistol for once. He actually had the money and the luck to find one. He does not roll very well either. 6. These guys are terrible, I swear. I'm not even just trying to play it on. All right, that brings us top of round. Hector, you're kind of on the farther end of things right now. But you do see them getting closer. So it's up to you if you want to get closer, run in the house, or whatever you like.
Shoot at max range.
Sure, absolutely. Go for it.
And I'm gonna go for the guys that are creeping from the west side of Poutine Street. Right.
Correct.
Oh man, I got another one.
Yeah, your gun completely jams up.
What is this shit revolver? Odie.
You can hear Teddy say, "It works fine for me." You kind of just like yelling at the back. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Dude, I'm getting frustrated with this.
I'm gonna say this is slightly.
I'm tired of this. I'm gonna throw that gun on
the seat.
I'm gonna throw it on the seat, but I'm gonna just start the car.
Beautiful.
And
yeah, no worries.
Back behind the building, I'm gonna try and get cover because these guys are probably onto me.
No worries. So that brings us to the top round, which was that. As I said, so you're gonna start the vehicle and start driving.
I'm gonna drive, get cover somehow behind.
Yeah, no worries. I'll give you enough leeway that you can actually have your vehicle turned on and start kind of just pulling out of the driveway. That will bring us up to the guy who was just running. He's going to charge a little bit farther, and he's actually going to start shooting off his gun, which actually at this point you see is a sawed-off shotgun. He's going to take 2 blasts at you guys. What would be your DV? Actually, let me find out who he's actually shooting at because there's 2. All right, he's going to take a shot at both of you guys. What is your DV, Cody, which would be Jeremy?
My DVME or MI?
Yeah, because yeah.
I don't have any armor, so that would be.
You do have a helmet, though.
That would be a. Let's see. What was that? That just gives me a 1.
I think a 1-2 as well. Plus, you're behind a building, so I'll give you some cover bonus, probably like a 4.
I'd say it's like 11.
Okay. So I'll give you the cover bonus. Plus, if you want to dodge a little bit, you can. So I'm going to say you're probably 16. So this just ricochets you with a little bit of the bird shot that's in it. You take half damage. Okay. Let me find out what half damage of a shotgun round is. I think it's 4d6, but he's also taking this quite a distance, so it's not going to work. The other shot was fired at Teddy, and Teddy actually takes a little bit of... You can hear him kind of yell a little bit, but he's obviously not hurt enough to make noise. So he's still complaining, which is good. Shotgun rounds. 12 gauge shotguns, 3d6. All right. So you take 3 damage. Actually, that's half damage, so that would be actually 1, because I'll round down. So you just take a bit of damage.
Okay, so it's just like a little bit.
But the rest of the glass on your window is definitely shattered to all hell.
Okay.
The other guy that...
cut by the glasses?
I'm going to say no, because he wasn't quite at the right angle. Actually, let's... Yeah, no. I'm not going to do glass damage. The person who had the shotgun in his hand that exploded, I'm not sure what he's going to do. I'm going to do a morale check on him. He fails that. So he's just going to run off, because that's not his... he was not expecting that. The other gentleman with the pistol, he's going to take another shot, though. Let's see which one he's taking a shot at. 3. So he's going to try and take a long shot at the ice cream truck, seeing it kind of pull down.
Oh.
And he rolls a 5. So this kind of whizzes past the ice cream truck, but you definitely see kind of a shot light up from down the street. This brings us to the top of the round.
They're shooting at me.
Yes. Give me a perception check as you're driving this vehicle.
Okay, I'm trying to focus on steering.
Focus on driving, absolutely. That's probably safe to do.
Oh, another one.
A 1. Okay.
Another one.
Yeah, you're just driving. You're focused on the road. That makes sense, man. Absolutely, it's dark.
Nice made a nose.
No worries. Is there anything else you want to do, or do you just want to spend your turn driving full speed?
I don't know what I'm gonna do with 1 to perception. I guess I'm not at all aware of my surroundings.
I won't ding you too bad. You're focused on combat right now. You don't see anything else additional.
I'm starting this good old truck.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably going to make at least a bit of distance with your turn.
Move it.
Are you going to plan to do anything, or are you just going to try and drive over them, or drive beside them?
I'm trying
get close to them?
I'm trying to get the car, if possible, inside the building, or if it's not, if the door to the garage.
Oh, okay. You're trying to get more so closer to the house.
Yeah, yes,
I
I
see.
have cover.
You are so close to the house, so that would take half your turn. You still have turn to get out of the vehicle and get close to the house if you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, you're parked basically right on the street, so you're just gonna pull in right beside the red car there.
Okay, so then I'm gonna get out as quickly as I can.
Yeah.
Do a barrel roll, a tumble, and I forgot my revolver, but it's okay. I'm gonna go and try to run.
There's plenty of weapons inside that you're aware of.
I'm gonna try and run inside and get something.
Yeah, you have plenty of room if you're trying to get inside. You could make it through the doorway. You can see that 2 of the doors down the hallway are open. You imagine there's most of the gunfire's coming from there. To your left is kind of the kitchen. You can see on the table of the kitchen there's some more handguns that just Teddy had just lying around. So there's a couple 9mm and I believe a 38 special is also there.
I'll grab is that a Glock?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, it would be similar to a Glock, yeah.
I'll take the Glock and some ammo if it's not loaded. And
these look like they have been recently loaded by Teddy. He's kind of went crazy on this a little
all
bit,
right, Teddy is ready for everything.
He was ready for some gang showdown. He was hoping for it. He's lived for this moment. So you have plenty of time to grab that and start heading towards anywhere you'd like, but you won't make it the full way. So if you want to go to the bedrooms, if you want to make it upstairs, if you want to make it downstairs, most of the combat is coming from the north right or north left rather.
Once I have this 9mm, I'll stand next to a window, next to the frame in the wall, and just like peek ever so slightly. But I probably won't be able to see anything.
No worries.
My perception was just 1, which is just great.
It's all good.
Okay.
Alrighty. So the next person is the gentleman with the shotgun. He's gonna spend his turn reloading. It looks like he's only putting 1 additional shotgun slug in. So it's a fairly quick reload for him. That's what he's going to do. And that brings us to Cody, which is Jeremy.
Okay, so he's just kind of shaking off his very fragile pride. So he's gonna go look out the window. And, who do I see outside the window?
You see one with one reloading a sawed-off shotgun. It's kind of like a break open. It's a break open shotgun, and then the other one, it's like an old hunting shotgun that someone sawed down. It looks very crude. And the other person is a person with a 9mm. They're about the same distance away.
I'm gonna shoot 3 at this guy. I'm gonna take 3 shots at this guy who's reloading at the moment.
Yep.
Ooh, nice. Alright, so I got for the 3 shots that I took, I got 2 18s and a 7.
Oh yeah, that's you can roll some damage, but like the damage enough from all that's almost enough to kill him. So unless you roll 3 straight ones, you're most likely gonna just completely smoke this guy.
Just naturally, that's an 8.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You have I think you're getting +4 from each of those shots, and he has 11 health. So you just kind of shoot and just completely smoke him center of mass, and he just drops. This will bring us to the last person, the dude with the. So that was the shotgun you had shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The person with the 9mm. Exactly. And the other person takes a shot at Teddy. It doesn't appear to hit. Teddy's going to take a shot back. It does hit, but it doesn't severely injure him. As we get to the top of the round, you start to hear Teddy yell, "There's 2 more of them!" And that's going to probably be the last that you can see, at least. But there's just 2 more guys that join combat, and they look like you've seen them around. You know they're kind of like the gang leaders, like the kind of gang, like the top dogs. For some reason, they've showed up, and Teddy has a big beef with the one guy. So
Okay.
they are coming actually from the east as well. So that was back from where Lubin's character was. Unfortunately, but
so yeah.
Sorry, okay. Go ahead.
I was just kind of now I understand where they are.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you got one guy on the west, and then there's these 2 new guys on the east, but they seem like the last of them, or at least the last of them that are planning to come, because they seem pretty frazzled-dazzled that you guys have been just shooting them and just doing fairly well to defend yourselves.
And
So, top of the round. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask. There's nobody's called the police.
No, you can hear some sirens, and they've actually gotten closer.
Oh,
And that's actually a good point. You can hear the sirens kind of getting closer and closer.
yeah. It's gonna be interesting when they show up as well. So yeah,
But for right
that's
now,
what I was wondering.
they're far enough that they're not going to be immediately on scene. So, top of the round is actually your turn. So you can do whatever you like there.
Oh yeah. I would like to put the Glock in my belt and on my I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't fall, and then I'm gonna pick up a sniper rifle from the wall of guns
Yep.
that Teddy has been accumulating, and I will take aim at the far west where that guy is still coming, and I'm
The
going
one last dude, yep.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to get him.
Perfect. Take a shot, and I'll look up your damage right now.
Okay. And if it's another one.
Now, question. He has some pretty heavy sniper rifles. Which one were you going for? Like the biggest, craziest looking one? Or if you want to re-roll that, you can with that
I
power
was going for the first one that I would see, so I could just randomize the one that
Okay.
How many are there?
He's got every gun you could possibly think of that you could legally own. He does have
Alright.
3, which would be considered sniper rifles. So you can roll a D3 or D6 or D4 even.
Alright.
I can figure it out.
Roll 2. I don't know what.
2. Perfect. He gave you a 50 cal. Not a multi-purpose, but a regular 50 cal. So that is a beast of a weapon.
Yeah, well, I missed. I got a 6 on the previous result.
Your character might have positive willpower, or no?
Oh, yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't? Okay.
He sells ice creams.
I understand. Okay. That ends his turn. You can see the main boss that's coming from, I believe, the east. He's going to start charging in. He's going to take a couple shots as he does so. He has, let me triple check. He's got a submachine gun. So this is going to be quite a few shots. And who was that shot at? He's going to take a couple shots. One of them, actually, you're kind of in cover. So that would have been at Teddy. One of them, long range, that would have hit Teddy. Okay. Teddy, I hope you're okay. D8. Ooh, that hit Teddy. He's not terribly hurt, but he is definitely out of the picture for the round. So you hear kind of a loud "ow" from Teddy, and he kind of bursts into the hallway. But he kind of gets the direct shots of combat, at least for now. So that will bring us to Cody.
All right, so that first flashbang was a bust, so he's gonna try his luck with the second.
Oh, I actually have to do that. Funny enough, all of a sudden you hear a big pop, and the first one does explode. I've been forgetting to roll about that, but there's the odd chance that it would randomly go off, and it just explodes. Thankfully, it's near the car, and it doesn't really do much other than light up the night sky, but you can start to see the two coming. However, if you do have a second one, I would love to see you throw it.
Yeah, I'm still gonna throw it anyway. So
Hell yeah.
Let's see what happens. That's a 12.
That does hit, yes.
All right, so.
And I imagine you were probably throwing that at the guy with the 9mm since he was the closest.
Yeah. Again, just like the same kind of deal. It's just like a soup can with a fireworks fuse. He lights it and chucks it in that direction.
That definitely hits. I'm gonna say All right, let me do this for damage. I'm gonna do like half of a hand grenade. So that's 2d8. Does that make sense?
So let's see.
Or is
2d8. Let me see. I almost went to the right page.
it's page 9, I think.
Page 9. It's just a fragmentation grenade. So 2d8.
Yeah, I'll just do half damage basically. Yeah.
Where's my d8?
I think that makes sense. It wouldn't be like as as deadly as a full-on military hand grenade, but it would do some serious damage. Because I imagine Cody's been researching this quite heavily to pull this out. So
that's 8.
Oof. Okay, yeah. You see a big pop kind of right under his feet, and he looks pretty charred. He's still alive. You can hear him kind of scream out, but he's very hurt. I'm gonna roll this random damage die. Actually, you know what? Let's roll a critical hit, because that is enough damage to do a crit. So if you'd like, you can roll another d20.
That's a 16.
Blow to hand. Oof. Stunned for d6 rounds. So he's stunned for 4 rounds. So yeah, you can see it kind of explode, and it kind of explodes at a weird angle where some shrapnel flies up, and you can start to see just like some rather graphic things happen. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, he's not in a good shape at all after that. That will bring us to... That'll bring us to Hector, I believe. Yeah, basically, Jeremy just fried a dude with a hand grenade. A homemade hand grenade.
All right. Well, serves them
So
right.
now there's 2 gentlemen. One is the lead dude. One is just some regular kind of high up lackey. Those are the last 2 on the board. Everyone else has just run off, scared for their lives. Teddy's a little hurt, but otherwise, you guys are hanging in there.
Eddie, hold on. I gotta shoot this guy first.
He's like, I'm just fine. Don't worry about me.
Sure, okay. I'm gonna try to focus on this shot.
Perfect.
These guys have been like managing to. Oh, that's a beautiful
17. Beautiful.
With
And that was with the sniper, right?
sniper 50 cal.
Yes.
Cal.
3d8 damage.
So,
And 18. I'm gonna say that's gonna be brutal.
D8. At 3 dice that do 8.
You don't have dice to do 8? I have.
No, I have them. I have them at 3d8.
Oh, okay, okay. Yep.
21. What a beautiful.
Dude, I don't even need to roll the extra damage. You just smoke him and he just explodes almost. You just
Yeah, I'll pull the trigger of the gun. I'll feel like the recoil, and I'll take a look with joy as this fetcher collapses and twitches. This life is kind of escaping his body.
absolutely. That will bring us to the last final guy. I'm gonna roll a stamina thing or a morale because oh my god, he actually stands. He's gonna get so angry seeing that you just shot his gang leader that he's gonna start charging towards you and be like, "Man, screw y'all!" And he's gonna take a shot as best he can. Rate of fire's 9. Most of his shots miss. There are 3 that hit. Let's see who they do hit at.
Screw y'all.
Screw y'all. As he charges with his little... He's got an automatic pistol, so he's just going to unleash the whole clip at you guys. Although you guys do have... You're kind of... Okay, 1 bullet would hit. Let's see who it hits. That would hit Cody. So that would be Jeremy's character.
All right.
How much damage does it do? It's only half damage, but it is a 9mm, so we will see, because that is still some serious round. Okay, he rolled a 1. Okay, you take 1 damage.
All right, so it's just another.
They have been rolling so poorly, I cannot even stress. But that is what he does. So you both have your actions, because you are the next ones up, and then it's him after that if he survives. So first up, we will go with the Ice Cream Man.
I don't think I'll be able to see him at some point, right?
You would be able to see him. He was right beside the guy you just shot, but he's
I would.
kind of run forward. Yep.
I think
100%.
I'm gonna go for another shot. You know what? Why not?
Yeah, he's not being very tactical. He didn't ride behind cover. He's just running right in the street, shooting, guns blazing. 6. You kind of just miss him with how he's running. It kind of runs, and you can see the... ironically, the gangster's car that you originally had been shooting at, the car tire just explodes behind him. Just with the impact of this giant force of a 50 cal hitting it.
That's where my bullet went. Okay.
Yeah, you see like a big puff of dirt kind of blow up this person's lawn as well. But that will bring us to Cody. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna scream. Get this dude! That guy.
Alright, so and I'll just do three shots at this guy, and
perfect.
It seems to be I've seen having some pretty good luck with just like 3 round. They're not bursts. It's a semi-auto, just like 3 shots.
Yeah, it's honestly probably the best way to do it.
I just jinxed myself.
3 is a magical number.
I got a 3, and a 1.
Oh no! Do you have power of will?
Let's see. No, I don't.
I'll at least let you Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason, just with everything going on, the power of this large rifle going off probably just shatters your eardrums a little bit with all the noise. Your shots just kind of miss overhead of him. He's gonna have to reload.
Well, since wouldn't that last one be a fumble? So it's a natural.
Oh, that would be a fumble. Yes, that would be a fumble.
Let me see.
So I guess we'll go on the fumble chart.
Where's the fumble chart?
Because that will always be missile weapon, correct?
Let's see. Small arms
It's-
D20. You fail to shoot this round unless you lie prone, cast a d6 on a d1. Unless you drop the weapon on the ground next to you. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be another thing. It's just like he just like in the struggle, you say he maybe bumped his phone again, and the fucking Bluey theme song starts playing again, so he has to scramble to turn it back off.
You can just hear Teddy in the hallway being like, "Man, don't let me bleed out to this song." But yeah, that's hilarious. All right, that brings us to the gangster. He's run out of ammo, but let's see if he's smart enough to see. He is smart enough to notice. That's probably the best roll they've gotten. He sees one of the weapons that was dropped in the original shootout. So he finds a 9mm that is loaded, and he's going to take 1 single shot, and he misses that with a 7. So he'll take another shot at you guys, but he will get no farther. So that will be Lubin's character next.
Yeah, I think he's close now, right?
He's quite a bit close, yes. He's probably like 50 feet away from you,
Okay.
which is pretty point blank with a sniper rifle. Like,
Well, I'm gonna go for it. Part of this picture. Oh, there you go. 16. Does that
16.
connect?
That does connect. Yes.
Okay, so that's going to be the end. Goodbye, friend. 3d8 was it? Yep.
Correct. Yeah.
Goodbye, friend.
16. Yeah, he's gone. You just righteously end him.
Thanks for buying my triple chocolate ice cream.
And with that, the smoke kind of clears. You start to hear the sirens get closer. You can see one single gang member that was hiding closer to the alley that had creeped his way up starts to see this go on, and he's gonna be like, "Man, screw this!" And he's gonna take off east. As he does so, a cop car flies out of nowhere, pulls up in front of him, comes out, guns blazing, "Get on the ground!" He's like, "Man, don't shoot, don't shoot!" And he'll drop, and you'll see them promptly arrest him. As they do so, another cop car comes flying down the road, pulls up in front of this kind of destroyed gangster vehicle, sees this all go on. He'll also kind of get out of his vehicle. He'll kind of look at you guys and be like, "Guys, set the guns down, step out." And he'll kind of have his gun drawn, kind of typical cop fashion, not sure what you guys are going to do. So he'll protect himself and err on the side of caution, I guess. But there are some police that kind of want to just get your side of the story quick.
I feel like if we let them get us, we're gonna get thrown in jail for just voluntary manslaughter.
That would be the case, but unfortunately, in this kind of area, it's been fairly well known, and there's been quite a bit of problems brewing. So these cops, there is somewhat like of a self-defense law in this particular scenario. So they just want to come out and talk to you and just figure out what was going on. They do talk to you. They mention they get an ambulance for Teddy. They mentioned to you guys that y'all should have called us and told us if you're going to do this. We would have, done the right thing and helped you guys. But you kind of get the feeling that they probably wouldn't have contributed all that much. So the end of the day, you've managed to.
We need to have some fun here as well.
Especially with Teddy, he's like kind of chuckling. He's like, "There's a reason we didn't call him is because all the things in the house," and he kind of just points to Cody's room, points to his own room. He's like, "The ice cream man's basically clean, but so
yeah,
it's lucky that we survived that. I kind of done it without you guys. I appreciate that.
I mean, Teddy, you got like badly hurt, but everybody else is unscathed."
He's like, "Yeah, I got a bit hurt there, but it was worth it to try these." He's like kind of holding his night vision goggles.
We killed like
9 people.
Most, nine guys.
Nine people, yeah.
And we didn't really suffer any casualties, so I guess
Teddy's just like, yeah, it shows about the power of just having a good plan, a good defense, and a good team.
That's the power of friendship.
I agree. Let's get some ice cream.
Yeah, let's.
And you'll all go and have an ice cream.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some ice for that wound.
He'll just be sitting there with an ice pack and like a little like twisty cone, and he's just gonna be sitting there with some sprinkles on it, and he's gonna have the biggest smile on his face.
He's let's see. Yeah, Cody's gonna get his he's gonna like get a Kona, like probably just some just vanilla something, and then he's gonna promptly just like drop it. He's like, "Oh man," he's gonna bend over and if I may,
go for it.
If I may request that let's see, the ice cream man and was it Teddy roll perception.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what you're up to, but I'll roll.
Teddy rolls a
perception.
15.
Teddy
He rolled a 3 in your room, but he rolled a 15 now.
And the ice cream man has an 11.
It's gonna be pretty obvious. It's like this really just like scrawny like you see like I guess you would call it I think some people call it a wearaboo. It's like
What?
he's just
Baraboo.
he's like LARPing as like the Wehrmacht or something. But yeah, you see this kid just bend over and you just get like this clear as day look at this fucking hot pink like women's thong that he's wearing.
Teddy's just like, boy, what? He's just gonna be kind of confused. He's just gonna be stumbling over his words.
It's just his character.
It is. I love it. It's actually the best.
He's just gonna,
It's like a perfectly balanced character.
he's just gonna be like deny like he's just gonna just deny like that is like he saw anything. He's just or deny that like yeah I'm definitely not wearing a thong. No, just like why would you think that?
Teddy's just gonna kind of chuckle and just continue eating his ice cream and just be like, "This is one hell of a day," and shake his head.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take my ice cream and I'm just gonna put it on my forehead like a unicorn, and then I'm gonna go and have and open a beer and drink a beer.
Teddy will join you on the beer as well.
And that's gonna be my happy end of the
Absolutely.
the fight.
And in the days ahead, the flowers that the ice cream man had planted bloom ever so much, and there seems to be quite a bit less crime, if not zero crime from that point on.
Wow.
Yeah.
We actually saved this local area from this gang job.
That was actually quite a fun little adventure to run.
Yeah.
That was pretty quick as well, pretty nice.
Yeah, I didn't want to tie it up too much. I mean, if it started running late, I could always have the cops kind of bust in a little bit sooner just to make it timely, but I figured it'd be a nice little just straight up shootout.
Yeah.
It was